local authorities and businesses in the Dublin area are reporting a big increase in illegal graffiti. In the city centre, there's been an 85% increase on last year, and it is costing nearly €750,000 a year to remove the graffiti. But some believe that graffiti can be a valid art form. Just look at the success of the UK artist Banksy. Well, in a moment, I'm going to be speaking to Kevin O'Sullivan from Dublin City Council and also to artist Danny Wynne. First, though, John Kilray has this report.
Residents are taking the initiative in cleaning up graffiti vandalism in some Dublin suburbs. And following an unprecedented increase in complaints, local authorities are providing local groups with specialist cleaning materials.
Suddenly we were blitzed. It was on lampposts, it was on the front doors of houses, it was on beautiful granite walls, even down on boulders along the seashore, destroying the appearance of the area. So that's when we said, we're not going to let this happen. We live here.
Even scenic coastal areas are being hit, and Dunleary Rathdown Council has launched a new initiative aimed at bringing those responsible to justice.
People don't seem to realise that this is a serious criminal offence. We have installed more CCTV cameras to deter people from committing these crimes and also to help us in securing prosecutions.
In the city centre area, clean-ups have increased 85%. The Zosimus Gallery encourages street art, but it too is being hit and is considering closing down its designated art wall as illegal graffiti has proliferated.
In a lot of cases they're kind of maybe jealous of the street artists that can do such good work, and they're not quite capable of doing it themselves. As far as I'm concerned, there should be more designated areas for these people to try and practice their art.
Overall, it's costing the Dublin local authorities and one business group nearly €750,000 a year. John Kilray, RTE News, Dublin.
Well, for more on graffiti, as I say, I'm joined now by Kevin and Danny. I mean, this is your artwork we're looking at here behind us. Where is this?
That particular one is painted in Windmill Lane, just off Pearse Street. And that is probably one of the very few legal designated walls that would be
open to people like yourself. And who designated it? How did you know it was designated?
Well, I found out about it when I was about 16, 17. U2, as you know, used to base their recording studios there, and as far as I know, they sanctioned the walls there to be painted on.
And that would be nothing to do with Dublin City Council then, would it? If a private owner decides that their wall is up for graffiti, that's their business?
That's it. I think Windmill Lane, I suppose it's a well-known spot. The problem there, I think, is that the graffiti extends onto private property where people haven't given their permission. Obviously onto our own street furniture, onto the footpaths, onto the roadway even, you know. So I think there's a difference between the bad guys and the likes of the good guys like Danny who are painting high quality artistic work.
I suppose that is the crux of the issue, isn't it? Because we've seen some brilliant examples of graffiti around the city. I know near the Bernard Shaw, off Dublin's Camden Street there. You see artists very openly painting there most days, and certainly at the weekends there seems to be a queue of artists to paint there. How do you decide what's good and what's bad?
I suppose it's very easy to see the difference between the good and the bad stuff, and a lot of the bad stuff is just scribbles, it's tags, it's just wanton vandalism. If you walk down or drive down any main street, look at our traffic boxes, you know, the grey boxes that are beside of the footpath, you'll see just scribbles on them, you know.
Yeah, we saw that in John Kilrain's report there, the lampposts with just red.
All street furniture, you know, sides of walls, just scribbles that mean nothing, maybe a tag, maybe somebody's signature, you know, but there's definitely and very visibly no artistic quality to it.
Would you differentiate yourself, Danny, from those types of graffiti?
I would say graffiti, when done in the right way, it is a skill and a craft and an art form in its own right. What I would suggest to be done is more walls need to be designated for artists like myself or people who want to learn the art in a correct manner to do so, because that will cut down on the amount of illegal graffiti, because people don't know how or where to go and do it.
And that's a very interesting point, because it's certainly, I'm sure you see this yourself, Kevin, sometimes when you look at the bad graffiti on the walls, you can see that they're trying to create something. I mean, it isn't all just like so-and-so is a so-and-so. It's, you know, they're trying to do pictures.
Yeah, I mean, the city council, I suppose, we have a litter management plan, and within that we have kind of cleaning and removal of graffiti, obviously is catered for, but also we want to educate and make people aware of where or what they can do out there. We have a schools officer, we've a litter prevention officer, we've 20 odd litter wardens that go around to people and talk to them about what's right and what's wrong. Now going forward, I mean, we mentioned the traffic boxes. We had a beta project there near Ormond Square where we picked 11 new traffic boxes, and we had a wall as well. I know Danny was
there's
involved
a traffic
in that.
box, one of those boxes there. I mean, that's great. That's a real addition to a street.
That's high quality. I mean, the money that was saved by painting that, or by the work on it, because up to that we were probably painting that every so often, maybe a couple of times a year. Some of the busier spots you could paint them every Monday morning. So once
and that hasn't been defaced.
That's right. Once the likes of that goes on it, it could last 2 years.
Really? So people respond well to the art if it's proper.
Yes.
This is a playground now. Is one of your designated playgrounds, is it?
I'm not sure now, but it certainly looks well, very high quality.
Yeah, it is. I'm hearing it is one of your designated playgrounds. But this is what you're kind of talking about opening spaces up to kids to learn and to experiment.
And I mean, going forward again, we're looking at drawing up a protocol for maybe designating certain walls for street art. We're working with the likes of Limerick City, Cork City, Waterford and Dundalk to allow the good guys to come in, or allow even kids to practice or whatever. And I think it can be a huge addition to the appearance.
Well, absolutely. When you see that, Tintin, I mean, that's just a lovely thing to drive by. What areas have you got designated at the moment in the city?
We don't have any officially designated.
But you kind of almost casually allow, or almost unofficially allow certain areas to be.
Yes, I mean, if you look at shutters throughout the city, and I think they're a great example, and particularly on vacant property. Up to a few years ago, they were just vandalised with graffiti. Now we have a lot of high quality work on them, and
like behind the Bernard Shaw, where you would work yourself, Danny. Has anyone ever given you any hassle there about graffiti?
I've gotten nothing but positive feedback. In fact, the locals tend to walk by and say they feel safer when there's a good, bright quality of bit of work on the wall rather than just scribbles, because they find the scribbles, it's intimidating, but when it's done in an artistic way.
It's absolutely true. I mean, I know that playing well, and the presence of the graffiti and the presence of the artist there has totally opened it up, because it could be quite a forbidding place.
Yes, I think we part of our beta project, we measure the success of this initiative, and we found in that particular laneway that the amount of illegal dumping went down, the amount of antisocial behaviour went down. We have similar initiatives, say in Temple Bar now. Over the summer months we had what was called Love the Lanes, and particularly in Crampton Court, different laneways, Bedford Lane as well. Crampton Court, for example, we had murals there by Manaw, they're a female group of artists.
And of course, they could end up being very valuable. I mean, we've all seen what happened with Banksy. I mean, in the UK, it's hugely profitable now. Like, you'd pay Banksy to come and write in your house if you could afford it.
Yeah, I think it makes the laneways more safer, and obviously we're looking for feedback from the public and as well on these trials that we're carrying out. So,
does it tend to be positive, Kevin? I mean,
it's definitely positive, yes. And I think the likes of our beta projects and Love the Lanes, we will be putting them into, going forward and on
spreading them across the city. And Danny, the younger people who come to create art or whatever in the laneways you'd be aware of, are they the people who are doing these random scribbles across the city? I mean, will it prevent the random scribbling if they come and get a bit of training or a bit of assistance, do you think?
No, I think for the people that don't know where there's designated walls to paint on, they are the people that are almost forced to go out and commit crime just to express themselves artistically because they want to get in on the graffiti scene or whatever.
So it would work then, Kevin's plans? It would work?
It would work if there were more. There needs to be a legal alternative. There needs to be a place where you can go, okay, I want to go and paint this wall and learn how to do it. And then people like me can even teach these kids how to do it in the right way.
I mean, I suppose you're always going to have a bit of residual graffiti, though, aren't you? No matter what you do, we've always had it, and we will always have it.
It's a problem that won't go away.
But it is certainly on the rise.
It has been, unfortunately, this year in particular, and it can be worse during the summer time, I think, as well, and kind of as the winter approaches, maybe people go back to school or college, or the weather gets worse.
I take it down.
Yeah, I paint all throughout the year, regardless. Once it's not raining too much.
You've even been commissioned, haven't you? You've
I have.
painted for money in people's premises and houses.
From time to time, yeah.
Well, listen, thank you both very much for joining me. It'll be very interesting, Kevin, to see the rollout of this project.
Yes.
Very interesting. Thank you. Now, after the break, we're going to be talking about the iPhone 6 and about Bashbug. It's a fairly horrifying new computer virus.